My name is Gary Ralston, retired game warden. I worked for 40 years for the Game Commission and considered it a very interesting profession. You know, after working 40 years, I was pretty well convinced in my own mind that vast majority of the people, almost all of them, had no idea of all of the things that a game warden does besides enforce fish and game law. You know, you think of a game warden, you think he's the guy that goes out and chases the hunters and fishermen around and harasses them or whatever, but you don't think about some of the things we had to go through in order to do the job. You know. What made me decide to write the book is I just wanted to try to educate people, give them some information about what a game warden did. I wanted it to be factual. Everything I wrote is factual. I just thought that possibly I could educate the people, or some of them to a point that they had a little more respect and would be more supportive of the game wardens and the work that they do. Once in a while, there'd be a group of 7 or 8, 10 guys, you know, and having a couple beers, and somebody would tell a story, you know, and somebody else would tell a story, and then that would trigger my mind, and I'd tell a story, you know. And then the first thing you know, I was the one telling the stories, and people were laughing like crazy, and a lot of them, they always said, you ought to write a book of all the stuff you've done, you know. And that was one of the things that prompted me to attempt to write a book, you know. It's a combination of many of the some of the situations that you get involved in your work as a law enforcement officer, some of the encounters you have, you know, and a variety of situations in the book, and I think it's interesting, it's informative, factual, humorous, and very readable. Yeah, I've had a lot of people say that when they read that book, they say it's just like I'm sitting there talking to them, you know. And somebody told me that was a good trait for an author to have. If it is or not, I don't know. What it means to me is if people read it and think about some of the things I've written in there, and if a few of them change their mind about how they feel toward wardens and stuff, you know, and the work that they do, that would please me, you know. And I'm very animate about the fact that I believe in our natural resources and our environment, and to me, it's probably the most important thing in the world.